Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be playing a Simic extra turns. It's going to be a standard best of one list with average converted mana cost 3.3. It has 7 creatures, 26 non-creatures, and 27 lands. Now, the idea here is to play Hurkyl's Final Meditation. It's a 7 mana instant that says, as long as it's not your turn, the spell costs 3 more to cast. So if you want to end your opponent's turn, you have to cast this for 10 mana. And what's better to play this with than the color green, so you can ramp. So 10 mana, return all non-land permanents to their owner's hand, and then end the turn. Obviously, you can cast it on your turn and just bounce their entire board, but we would likely want to do it on their turn for 10 mana, so that we actually steal away their turn, bounce everything back their hand, and they'd have to discard stuff from their hand because, discard to regular hand size. We're pairing this card with an insane combo, Awaken the Woods, right? Awaken the Woods basically makes land tokens, right? And this says non-land permanent. So whenever you cast this, it's most likely going to be a one-sided basically bounce or one-sided board wipe of sorts, let's say, but it's not really one-sided bounce, right? So you get to save your Awaken the Woods tokens, and we're pairing it with Titania's Command as well. So the sequencing goes as is. You make the tokens, you bounce their board, you untap, you cast Titania's Command, you put +1 counters on your tokens, and you win the game. That's the combo, right? The combo is just Awaken the Woods, then Hurkyl's Final Meditation to bounce everything back in their hand. Then you untap with Titania's Command, you cast Titania's Command, you put +1 counters on your extremely wide board, if so, and you just win the game, right? So we have supporting cards when it comes to this strategy, and one of the most notably good cards in this deck is Shigeki Jukai Visionary, right? Shigeki is a very important card in this list. It can help you out a lot, and you'll see within the gameplay. You can get back your Awaken the Woods to recast it. You can get back a counter spell, a bounce spell. You can even get back Titania's Command or Colossal Sky Turtle. We're obviously doing the Colossal Sky Turtle and the Shigeki loop here. Shigeki gets back the turtle gets back Shigeki, and so on, right? And along with other cards, of course. But the only thing you can't get back is Hurkyl's Final Meditation if you cast it, because it says exile all spells and abilities. So when you cast this card, you exile it initially. So you can't get it back with Shigeki unless it was milled. So if you ramped with Shigeki and it was milled, you can eventually get it back, right? So that's the idea here. The rest, Shigeki is here for ramp. It loses many journeys. Usually we play Shigeki on to bounce it, try to mill stuff, fill up our graveyard. It's another great way for us to find like Awaken the Woods. If we're struggling to find it, we might mill it with Shigeki and then discard Shigeki, channel it, get back Awaken the Woods, and so on, right? We're also playing Consuming Tide, and Consuming Tide plays really well with Awaken the Woods, right? It's another mini one-sided bounce because it says choose a non-land permanent. Each player chooses a non-land permanent they control. So you initially get to choose either your Shigeki or if you have any other non-land permanent on the battlefield, and then your tokens survive the Consuming Tide as well. So very good here. We're also running 4 Fading Hopes for these turn 1 plays. We might play against creatures, we might play against maybe like mono black that has a turn 1 play, and it's very important for you to bounce it, hold up, and make disappear, or maybe even a negate or something like that. We do have the health view split between make disappear and negate here. Make disappear is terrible in the late game, absolutely horrible, and a lot of times, especially with this deck, I don't know why, but the client has been putting me against slower decks, right? I rarely really face aggro. I mean, I probably saw aggro like 3 times today, but the rest were all slow decks. So with slow decks, you obviously need your counter spells, and with slow decks, make disappear kind of sucks in the mid to late game, right? Yes, you can sacrifice one of the tokens that you make here, and it's great synergy, but it's still terrible because they're really slow games, and they're gonna have a ton of mana, so they can still pay for it. And I wanted something reliable against mono blue, especially because for some reason you get paired a lot against mono blue. You lose 100% of your games against mono blue. I'm just gonna put it out there. There's no way for you to win against mono blue. So yeah, we finish it off with just Titania's Command here. Very straightforward. Joint Exploration here is basically a 3 mana ramp spell, right? And it also helps you find your Awaken the Woods. It helps you find your like Consuming Tide or Fading Hope, or it helps you find your Titania's Command, or even Hurkyl's Final Meditation. So you have ways in the deck. You can search for your stuff, you can ramp, and you can stall for quite a bit, right? You have a lot of stall here. You can bounce stuff with the Sky Turtle, obviously. So very, very good. Within the mana base, 6 islands, 1 Ottawa, 1 Besiju, 6 forests, and then we have the dual lands. We have the lands that gain life, so we're pretty well equipped against aggro. We have life gain within Azusa, and we have life gain within our lands as well, mini life gain, and we have Blast Zone as well. So with that being said, that does it for the list. It's extremely fun. The last video, or the last gameplay, or the last game is exceptionally long. It's like 18 minutes. I played against soldiers and we managed to flip the game around. It's really long, so if you get bored, just skip it, but it's really insane how we flipped it around against them. So yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much for your continued support. If you find any value within my content, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys later with another video. Okay, bye. All right. At least we're going first with a bunch of counter spells. But our hand is really terrible. Alright, we can't afford to play a tap land here, so let's see. Alright, so it's probably big mono red, right? Shigeki is a nice draw. Yep. It is big mono red, okay? Alright, I actually need this Make Disappear. Hopefully we draw an untapped land so I can play Shigeki and hold up Make Disappear. Well, we did not. But just gonna drop the Shigeki. If it gets removed, we can do this again next turn, right? Another Fable. Okay, so Shigeki survives. Nice. Maybe they're trying to ramp into something. Oh, Shigeki's not gonna survive. They have a Strangle? Of course. Okay. Sure. We do need to ramp anyway. Gonna pass. All you play against are slow decks when you're playing this list for some reason, so... Wow. What? Celestis. Okay. Let's take the block. Okay. Let's see what we discard. I'll get a forest, yeah. Okay. Joint exploration. I'm gonna replay the Shigeki here. Just pass. Sure. Alright, so they have a bunch of mana here. A bunch of mana. Okay. Arcane Bombardment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're nowhere close to Hurkyl's Final Meditation here. Arcane Bombardment. Alright. See if we can get a blue source here. Awaken the Woods and Thornwood Falls. If they get a burn down the house, that'll really hurt. Yeah. Sure. Alright. Maybe we can clean up their graveyard with Titania's Command. Maybe. They play with Fired Me, and they exiled a Lightning Strike. Oh, how convenient. How convenient. Okay. And they still have playable things, apparently. Alright. I mean, how bad would it be if they were to exile or, yeah, exile, burn down the house? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Well, let's just go for it. We can get it back with Shigeki, right? Yeah, they're gonna exile, burn down the house now. Very, very convenient god hand from our opponent. Yep. Okay, so this kind of sucks. This really sucks, to be honest. We can't fight that. Resolving an arcane bombardment? Yeah, they're trying to draw something playable here. Hopefully they don't. We just want to untap. That's it. That's all, really. Brotherhood's End. Okay, they're gonna copy a devil, sure. So we have, yeah, we'll take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We actually need a land off the top, which is really unfortunate. Oh, we didn't get a land off the top. But we can main phase this. Okay. Sure. All right. So what do we do here? Obviously we need to go for Shigeki again. Get Awake in the Woods. Colossal Sky Turtle. Maybe even the crab, right? So, yeah, I think we're passing here. Let's see what they play. We got rid of Burn Down the House, which is a good thing for us. You can double spell play both Celestis and Fable of the Mirror Breaker, which gives us a turn to do our thing here with Shigeki. Okay. We had to do it during our turn, even though it ends it. They had just way too much value on the board. Way too much value. Are they struggling or thinking about what to play? Maybe our opponent has had enough. So we have 9 mana. With 9 mana we can get 3 cards. Yeah, that's 2, 6, and then the 2, 8. Yeah, 3 cards. Yeah, opponent just decided to rope us here, so if that's the case, then GG's. I'll see you in the next one. Alright, well, playable hand, for sure. No counter spell, so if we're playing against mono blue, we instantly scoop, which is very likely that we are, but since that's a goblin sleeve, I'm guessing we're playing against something aggressive. Maybe. Do people even still play this game? Like everybody either queues up and just ropes, queues up, or just leaves the computer for some reason. Like, I don't get it. Every opponent I've played against roped me today. Every opponent. Okay. If they take the Colossal Sky Turtle, that means they have removal for Shigeki. And I should probably not play Shigeki on turn 2. But they know the Sky Turtle can get back to Shigeki, yeah. I'm just gonna play this land through the exploration here. This is gonna be a tough matchup, especially with a turn 1 play like this. So if that's the case, we offer Shigeki here for sure. Right, so that they won't put a counter on the sleeper, even though they can do it and just remove Shigeki on their turn. Liliana is very likely here as well, and our hand just really sucks. Like, our hand is terrible. We can't win a single game with this hand. Sure. Are they just gonna invest on the sleeper? Okay, well, this gives us a chance, right? Alright. Okay. Hopefully we can find our Awaken the Woods with joint exploration. It's really necessary for us to do that. Okay. Alright. Your attack is not going to go through. We mill two Titania's Command and a Hurkyl's Final Meditation. This sucks. We need Awaken the Woods. Alright, friend, your go. Click the button. Nice. Good job. Okay. That's a draw. But do we really cast it for 2? I guess we can wait. So if we put Shigeki down here, no, I don't want to risk losing the Shigeki, to be honest, so, alright. Now that we've found Awaken the Woods, maybe we can find a Fading Hope. That would be pretty good. Alright, I'm just gonna pass. We're still at 18 life, so no rush. They're at 2 lands. We're gonna lose life rapidly, though. So we do need our... Oh, okay. Our Fading Hope. The good part is we have lands in hand, so... Fading Hope it is. Alright, give me that. I'll take a land as well. Put down the Maya Coast. Alright, take that away. Alright, since we have a land in hand, I'm actually gonna put that down. Or to the bottom. Another Fading Hope, that's great. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, Awaken the Woods for 5. We can discard Shigeki to get back our Hurkyl's Final Meditation and the Titania's Command. But that's pretty much game. Nice. Alright. Very keepable hand here. And we are on the play. Alright, it's always awkward playing Shigeki on 2. Because then on 3 you'd want to ramp with it, right? If you have a joint exploration in hand. So I'm actually just going to pass here. We have Make Despair and Negate in hand, so... Tenacious Underdog, sure. Alright, well, we have lands in hand, which is good for the exploration here. We just need to find our Awakened Woods. That's pretty unfortunate, but we really need our turn 3 here. Nice. Nice. Alright. We're gonna go for Awaken the Woods here. For 3. What are the odds of them having 3 removal spells? Maybe they were on Brotherhood's end, but we have Shigeki, which can buy us back the Awaken the Woods. I do want to get Exploration again, so hopefully we can find our Titania's Command. And the nice part is we're getting close to this meditation here, so that's pretty good. They don't want to discard anything. Interesting. Yeah, their hand is really good. Invoke Despair. We're just gonna pass. I mean, not block. Oh, they're gonna remove all of them, right? Flesh Gorger, sure. Alright. 1, 2. That's 5. Okay. We had to do that, so that if they were to remove some of them, we still have mana, right? We can sink our mana into Shigeki here to buy these back and hopefully find a Titania's Command. It's certainly not an easy deck to play, right? It's not easy mode, but it's something. All right. Beseju, huh? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. All right. Well, we can't Shigeki anymore. I mean, we can. We're close to dying. So we got 13 mana. This is 10. That leaves us with 3, so we can get only 1 card back. Joint Exploration might be the card that we need to find a Titania's Command, and if we were to find a Titania's Command, we win the game, right? So, do we do it on their upkeep? They can copy with the reflection, right? Well, it still gets bounced, so I guess we do it on their upkeep. Nice, another Awaken the Woods, perfect. Okay, well, I'm actually going to do this for 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it for 5. This card is overpowered. They really need a board wipe here, and we should have kept a blue mana up for sure. We really should have kept blue mana up. But the way for us to recover from a board wipe is to fetch Awaken the Woods again, if they have a Brotherhood's End. Fable, that's fine. The sad part is this gets exiled, which is quite sad. Yep, alright. Titania's Command. That's game, isn't it? That's the idea. We took their turn, we bounced their stuff, and we have 12 3/3s. Nice. Okay. Alright, this can be a bunch of things, but probably mono red, huh? Alright. Sure. They'll probably just play a Kumano here. Nothing, huh? Alright. I'm game. Keep the lands coming. We have two Shigekis, so might as well play them. We have Awaken the Woods too, so we can easily have removal here for this Shigeki. But maybe they're not mono red. It does seem like they are. Okay, so Epicure and a removal, or just two Epicures. So they kept a hand with no removal, apparently. Titania's Command, and we have Awaken the Woods. That's pretty good. Alright, we're gonna pass so that we can hopefully ramp with Shigeki here. And then maybe next turn we Awaken the Woods. Man, I'm lost. Is it mono red? Is it mid range? Like, why would you keep a hand like that? Yeah, it's mono red, definitely. Okay. Play Mishra's Foundry. They've got nothing so far. Alright. Alright. We milled Hurkyl's Final Meditation. Not like we can cast a card like this against mono red, right? And now the problem is that if we actually need to ramp more. So if they have removal though, this is going to really hurt. Okay, they just go for an Epicure here. Sure. It's a lot of damage. Not sure we can beat them, to be honest, but we can certainly try. Mechanized Warfare, yikes. Okay. Yeah. Alright, we need an untapped land here. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Awaken the Woods should be good here. Okay, we have Titania's Command. So if they go all in here, maybe we can take it. So 3 times 4, that's... Okay, so they are going all in here for some reason. Alright, definitely block a Epicure. That's 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 2 burn spells, that's another 6. That's probably game, right? Alright. We know about the burn spells. Yep. No way, bro. What is this? You can't be serious. You can't be serious, bro. You can't be serious. That's a hand? Another day at Magic the Gathering Arena. Yeah. Alright, let's try this. Soldiers. Should be interesting here. So I'm actually gonna... So what's better? Next turn we're gonna have 4 mana, so I guess playing the Zeus's Many Journeys is better. Getting it, you know, ticking, gaining life, also turning it into a creature that you can use to block with. Also better for us because if they have a Thalia, which they do, we would have cast this for 3 mana, which really sucks. Alright. Okay. Just pass. I mean, they probably have removal like a Brittle Cathar for the Shigeki if they're a mono-white gamer. They most likely have Brittle Cathars, just a Siege Veteran. Okay. On the Officer, on the Thalia. Alright, so just the Thalia can attack here, which is fine. Can make a play next turn. Alright. The sad part is, this is 3 mana and then 2. Oh, that's not sad at all. Well, kind of. Alright. Guardian of Nubinalia. Yeah, we need stuff here. I definitely need to cast these. But this Thalia is really unforgiving with this stuff. Alright. I'll definitely be taking the block here. So they'll be making a soldier here. Yeah, get this. Gain life. It's unfortunate that we milled a Awaken the Woods, but hopefully we can get it back. Alright. We need to cast one of these. Thalia is literally the best white creature in Standard at the moment. Or the best white card, in my opinion. Alright, negate we don't need against them, but we do need Yavimaya Coast. Let's see what we get off the top. Okay. Can we survive an attack here? I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Possibly even 4 with these Mishra's Foundries, right? And yeah, it's just too slow. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4 to get Awaken the Woods, and then it's 3 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. We can get a Fading Hope, which can help us against the Thalia. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Alright. Let's see what they decide to do here. We just need to cast our Awaken the Woods. And we need to go for this Hurkyl's Final Meditation, but Thalia is just really, really bad for us. Alright. That's actually more. Forgot about the Frontliners effect. They just invest on Thalia. Okay. Let's see it. I actually need them to do the Mishra thing here. But what if they don't? I want them to tap, right? Yes, please do it. Alright. Oh, I actually forgot. Thalia makes our Fading Hope 2 mana. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yikes. Okay. That's a ton of damage. Hopefully we can draw one off the top. I mean, that's literally our only hope. We didn't. Alright. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then... Okay. Can't survive next turn, right? Unless we draw. Yeah, we have to cast Awaken the Woods this turn, unfortunately. And we also need to make some blocks with it as well. 6, 7, 8. Could have bounced their stuff, but very, very difficult here. No matter what we tried, it was never good enough. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They have 8 damage. With just these. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's a attack all button, friend. All right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're gonna lose 2, so we can't even Hurkyl's Final Meditation, right? On their turn. We're always behind, always 1 mana short, always. And it's always because of these Besagers, right? All right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Still mana short, bro. Oh my god. Still 1 mana short. Can exile our graveyard to gain life. We can make bears and put +1 counters, but we're down at 3 and they have just too much power, so they can go around us. If we block here, block here, block here, it's still not enough. Yeah, so we can't. Can exile our graveyard. Gain 9 life. Alright. Very unfortunate for our strategy here, but can make 2 bears. Try to block with the bears and then... But we just lost our graveyard. Which is something that we never want to do, to be honest. And now they're going to play Thalia next turn, which leaves us 2 mana behind. So it's honestly insanely, like, sickening. Right. It's terrible how it never works out, right, in your favor sometimes. Thank you for the life gain. Alright, well, the nice part is we can kill this foundry. Okay, that's a big mistake. Another officer. Just 1 land off the top row. We couldn't find the land. Alright, well, this is good. This helps us stall a bit. They can save 1 thing, which would probably be, what, like a siege veteran? But we're going to draw a card as well. Consuming Tide is a decent card off the top here. Puts them behind a little, right? They can attack with the other Mishra's Foundry. But we still have 1/1 to block with. Alright, they saved Guardian of New Benalia. Okay. We drew Joint Exploration. I'm just going to do it this turn, just in case we hit lands. Awaken the Woods and Shigeki. Okay. Okay, so... not Shigeki, but I'll keep an Awaken the Woods for sure. And we're gonna pass. Alright, so... 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're reinvesting. Frontliner, sure. And the Siege Veteran. Yep, alright, so they tapped. That's pretty good. What we can do here is actually take the 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll take the 4, I think, yeah. I'll take the 4. And we're gonna Awaken the Woods for 7, we said. Yeah. Yeah. This way, even if they have removal and they're not able to go over the top currently, so we can have Hurkyl's Final Meditation even if they have a Thalia, since we're not drawing a land. So I guess that's the best bet, right? And Thalia comes down, that's fine. The sad part is we're going to have to block all of them pretty much. Why are you investing on the Thalia? She has Summoning Sickness. Okay. Alright, let's say we block with all. We're left with 3, right? They're passing. Wow. Okay, so you let me untap with all this mana. Alright. Let's put a stop here. I actually want them to invest more. We're going to bounce everything back to their hand. Hopefully we can top deck a Titania's Command. That would be nice. Alright, Guardian of Nubinalia, sure. They're going for the Foundry, that's fine. Alright, I'm actually going to do it now because they're just going to take forever. So I'm just going to bounce everything back to their hand. They're going to have to discard. Mishra's Foundry survives, I guess, but it ends the turn, right? They have 9 cards, so they have to discard 2. I wonder what they discard. Obviously, they value Thalia so much for some reason. All I know is that we're going to have big attack next turn. Okay. No command. Kind of sucks, but... So if we attack with 8 and we play Mirror Shell Crab, they obviously need their mana. I don't think they're going to play Mishra's Foundry. So I'm actually going to attack here. And even if they were to cast or to try to go for Mishra's Foundry, that's 4, right? That's 2. They'll be left with... They'll have a tapped Mishra's Foundry, so... Alright. I'll keep the Mirror Shell Crab. Alright, they're at 5 mana, so if they play 2 things, they can play 4 creatures, right? 1, 2, 3, 4... No? They can play like 3 creatures, so we can go around them. I don't hate the idea of playing Mirror Shell Crab here. And if they have removal like a Brutal Cathar, they have to pay the ward, obviously. Alright, so they drew the land, yeah. Playing Mirror Shell Crab was definitely the right call. If they have removal here, they have to pay for the ward. We're at the brink of death currently. They have a Brutal Cathar, okay. Yep, they're going to target the Mirror Shell Crab, sure. I mean, that spends your entire turn. A Colossal Sky Turtle, huh? We can get Titania's Command. Alright. Discard. That's a perfect draw. Titania's Command. And that's game. What a game. Seriously, that's insane. That's an insane game. That was a insane game. The way we managed to flip it around was just masterclass in my opinion. I didn't give up, although I wanted to, but and I certainly got a little frustrated, but our opponent doesn't even know it just happened. We drew a Colossal Sky Turtle. We had a Titania's Command in the graveyard. Titania's Command was clutch, gaining that life. And they definitely gave us life with Lay Down Arms, which is just terrible for them, right? Terrible for their strategy. You're trying to drain your opponent's life, not give them some. They certainly made some wrong plays here, but... yeah, they're just shocked. They cannot believe it. That's good. That's good. I am happy to do that to the aggro player, obviously. But it is what it is. Hurkyl's final meditation came in clutch, which is good. So currently they're roping us, and if that's the case, then GG's. Good game, friend. Good game.